Good evening. Thank you, Yvette. I'm privileged to be involved with the Hartford Foundation for Public Giving through the Robert E. Dunn Fund and through the Ellen Jean Goldfarb Memorial Charitable Trust. Thank you to Maggie Willard at the Foundation and to Bob Goldfarb, board member, for your confidence and your support. I was asked to give you high school seniors graduating and those of you who are going on to other endeavors in your lives, some words of advice about education. The fact that you're all here tells me that you're already on the right track, but here goes. In September 1988, I found myself in a sea of backpack-wielding first-year college students in search of first semester classes. To the left was the Spanish table, packed 6 students deep. To the right was a table with one lonely professor, the Chinese table. The professor smiled and she stood up, and within 5 minutes, I spoke with Bai Lao Shi, or for those of you who don't speak Chinese, that's Professor Blader, and I decided to take Chinese and change the course of my life. Like I did over 25 years ago, you are about to begin a new expedition. As each moment in your journey passes, think about challenging the norm, exploring new places, venturing outside your comfort zone into situations as unlikely as studying Chinese, and it was very unlikely, believe it or not, in 1988. These are the moments that will define and change you. Because I seized that opportunity and studied Mandarin Chinese, I have had the chance to travel to China many times in my life. People ask me, I think it's more than 30. Through my studies and my travels, I've learned a few lessons. For example, you don't have to sing karaoke in a Beijing nightclub to understand that singing makes you feel really good. Don't feel embarrassed by your voice. When you go to your classes, listen first, but then speak your own mind. Find your voice, not only in your song, but also in your speech. Don't assume that everyone sees things the same way you do. In China, people not only speak another language, they use chopsticks to eat. They venerate their elders in a way that I wish more of you would do here in the United States. They smile when they're embarrassed or sorry, and often they use very different toilets than we do here. So seeing things from someone else's perspective is what will separate you from the crowd. It will make you a better student, a better life negotiator, and a better person. You don't have to be a Taoist to understand the concept of yin and yang, which is balance in the universe. For every failure, you'll have a success. For every thunderstorm, there will be a rainbow. For every ignorant person, there is an enlightened one. Take this a step further. For every meal that we eat in an expensive restaurant, there are hundreds of people starving. For every person who doesn't think twice about drinking tap water, there are millions who cannot. Think about that as you make your choices in life. One important lesson is to learn from others, not just humans either. I've spent a lot of time observing giant pandas in China, and we can learn from them. Sleeping, eating, and lounging is what they do best, and probably one of the reasons why they're almost extinct. That's about all they do. But those things are very important, sleeping, eating, and lounging, and they're vastly underrated. Food, shelter, and protection, that's all we really need. So as you go out and make your decisions as to what you're going to study, what you're going to do not undervalue happiness for the sake of affluence or overabundance. There is such a thing as too much wealth. Be like the giant panda and live simply. And if you do have a lot in your life and you're lucky, give back to your community, as so many of the donors here are doing for you. When my Chinese professor Bai Laoshi and I connected that September day, and that was more than 25 years ago, she smiled at me, and her openness set me on a new path. Bai Laoshi never planned on influencing me to the extent that she did, to inspire me to be just like her, to help young people on their paths to greatness. Yet now that's what I do as a teacher every day. So as you embark on your journey, remember that no one plans to change the world, but it happens every day. With passion, truth, strength, one person, you can change the world. You don't have to cure cancer or negotiate a peace treaty to do it. It can be as small as planting a tree, hugging a child, complimenting a friend, or smiling at people as you pass them on your journey. Insist on changing the world, your world, every day.